and here's the video review for Combiner Wars Onslaught, the main guy of the Combaticons. And here he is in vehicle mode. He is a remold of Hotspot. As you can see, Hotspot, this was the front end. I like how they used the back end to make him look different, because Hotspot had the fire truck driver's area up here. So he's just turned around here with the assembly on his back with the guns. Now the guns can actually be attached a couple different ways. I have them attached kind of upside down because I think they give them a sleeker profile. Also with the guns upside down like this, it's easier to get Shockwave to attach in a flat position. And you can see one peg goes here and then the square peg does go in here. It's not a very tight fit, so you could conceivably, if you want to, shave this piece off. It doesn't affect his transformation because that's just an area for it to fit. It doesn't actually grip it there. And honestly, this whole assembly doesn't really grip him very well at all. He falls right out. But it is there if you want to attach Shockwave to him here in vehicle mode. You can make it a little tighter. These two pieces can kind of push together and make that grip a little tighter, but he doesn't sit super securely. But that way you can attach Shockwave facing forward. The gun, if you flip them over to the opposite sides, you can see they sit a little higher, which for your vehicle mode you may want to do. But it does keep Shockwave from sitting all the way flat. You kind of have to you can push him in at an angle, which does hold Shockwave in much tighter, as well as put him at a potential higher arc of fire angle. But the guns do get in the way of that. I mean, it's the guns that are propping him up, basically. You can also, if you want to, attach them with the standard handle into these slots. Like that. Entirely up to you how you want to do that. This piece can rotate, but the way it transforms for vehicle mode with these folded down, it prevents it. This piece is on a rotating piece, mostly for transformation, but if you wanted to, you could conceivably lift these up and have a rotating turret on Onslaught, although again these pieces are going to get in the way of this piece unless you flip them up even a little bit more. But then you start running into clearance with this this piece right here. You can see it's kind of awkwardly placed. It's pushing it up, but you can get even more rotation out of it. Entirely up to you if you want that on your Onslaught. So to transform him, we'll go ahead and take his guns off. And his feet are already in robot mode position. Go ahead and lift these panels right here up. These feet are up. He's got some heel pieces back here that you can flip down. Split his legs, and then they come out and down. And they don't really lock into place anywhere. It just kind of relies on the strength of the hinge there, which I think is a little bit of a... could have been better. But bring those down. You can adjust the height a little bit to your liking in robot mode. Split the arms here. Bring them down to the sides like this. Now these pieces fold up. I thought I had these folded up differently. Oh, there we go. They fold down like that. They were just a little harder to do. This piece, you can rotate this piece around. That's mostly going to be for transformation. You don't want that. You can do that here, but that's his combiner mode head. So you leave this piece on the back, kind of folds out like that. Again, you can kind of fold these pieces back at an angle, but you are going to run into some clearance issues with this piece. But if you just want to get those a little bit more out of the way. Open up his chest panel. Pop his chest panel off. His head should be flipping out. I don't know why his head's not wanting to flip out here. This was easy the first time. Let's see if we can't. There we go. Head was stuck on something. Flip his head up. Pop the chest panel back into place here. Ah, come on. You came out easy enough. Go back in. There we go. Part of the problem is I keep thinking he's like the old school Hotspot, and I did it with Hotspot too, where I kept wanting to fold this all the way down. Don't do that. It only folds down that far. Get up here a little taller. so we can see his upper body. Rotate his legs around, the thigh, come on. Stand him up. And again, his knees. I don't know why. Like, I don't feel like I'm missing anything there, but his knees just don't want to support him. Oh, there we go. That helped a little bit. There we go. So, the trick, well, okay, maybe not. Say the trick was to get those knees pieces all the way into the front. But there's Onslaught in robot mode. Come on. He will stand if you don't move him. Or if you give him like a forward leg tilt. No, not even then. I hate those knees. He's probably going to be combined as Bruticus most of the time anyway, but like, man, that's a crappy knee system. Yeah, because you can't really collapse him much without either looking really crazy or fully collapsing the legs. Now, because the symbols back here, you can have him hold his rifles in his hand. You can attach them just like you could in vehicle mode, which I like to do. Where'd the other one go? There it is. To give him the backpack, or give him these little backpack guns up here. All right, fine, knees. We're not gonna. Yeah, man, those knees are disappointing. Got a good brawl, got a bad Onslaught. Although I feel like that you're probably not going to get much better out of Onslaught, no matter how you do it. Anyway, so yeah, that's a little disappointing. Now they're not even. Oh, come on. Whatever. I like his design. He looks cool. He looks like he's a cool remold of Hotspot. I think his robot mode looks good. I just wish he would stand. I don't remember having quite that big of a problem with Defensor, and maybe that's just, or with Hotspot, maybe that's just a mold issue. I don't know, but there. Nope. No, really. You're just gonna. Okay. Anyway, on to combine mode. There's a drawback. That is definitely a negative in the negative column. That he can't stand in robot mode. So open this back up carefully. Fold his head back in. Close it up. Bring this whole assembly up. Rotate it around like this. Bring it down. Open this panel up onto his back. I feel like that should rotate more, but it just kind of hangs out back there. And there you see his combiner mode head. This piece comes down. This piece right here folds all the way down to form his crotch plate. Just like that. I'm gonna leave these like this. Rotate the arms up like this. Now at this point you can, if you want, leave. They will kind of block the guns a little bit, I guess, if you do that. But if you don't want these sticking up, you can fold them down behind here like that. The official transformation is to fold these up and peg them on here to form like these kind of upper shoulders for him. Let's see if we can't fix the lighting on this a little bit. There we go. So you rotate this around. There we go. Peg those on up there. And these panels open up and kind of fold around to the back here. You can open that up, fold that around to the back like that, which opens up the combiner ports. The legs you rotate out to the side, fold up the heels, and collapse up. Now this is the official transformation. There are some fan modes and things that you can do to get some more articulation or to get better proportions or whatever. I'm going to go by the official instructions on this one. There he is in torso mode. And these flaps, in just a second, I'll show you how these work. So we'll take his arms. They attach like Combiner Wars torsos do. You get them on that groove, push them in, this little flap collapses, and then you fold this in and it pegs into this slot back here and locks that port down. So you flip that in and now it's covering up that combiner port. which is kind of cool. I like how that works. He said, I wish his knees worked better, and there may be a way to tighten those. I will see what I can do. But, because some of the engineering, the way they engineered this new chest piece and everything, and turned Hotspot into a, into Bruticus or into Onslaught is pretty cool. I just wish those knees were better. Anyway, so now that we got this collapsed all up. Oh, nope, line back up. There we go. And then we attach his legs. And you can see there's where we raise Bruticus, or Brawl's turret, to kind of cover up that knee joint. It sits down here for tank mode, and you could leave it like that, but it does raise up for combine mode if you wish. And then Swindle. Oh, this way. And there is Bruticus combined. We'll back up here a little bit so you can see the whole thing. His guns can attach to his back just like they did before. They can combine into the long rifle if you wish. I think that looks silly. But just like before, you can attach the guns back here onto this piece. If I can find the hole, there we go. And give him the big cannon on his back. They're kind of hidden again by these shoulder panels, but you can do it. And of course, he can hold shockwave in gun mode. You just go. This peg is very tight to fit in, and it wants to fold up rather than plug into the hand. But once you get it done, come on. There we go. And now his fingers are in the way. There we go. Push that all the way in. You can have him hold shockwave, and you can even get shockwave the way he's designed. He even fits over this tail fin, which is nice. He does want to lean a little forward with all that weight. But yeah, there's Bruticus. He's pretty cool. I like him. Like I said, I wish Onslaught's knees were better. I'll look into fixing those, but Onslaught himself is actually pretty cool. I do have the Perfect Effect kit coming with his hands and feet, because I think he might be the best one that kit looks good on, with both the hands and the feet all together. Here he is with Superion, who I know is not technically his canon rival. I know his canon rival is supposed to be Defensor, and the Japanese Defensor just showed up. If you heard the doorbell ring at the end of my Swindle review, that was the mailman coming here. I got more stuff to review. But I always put, like I said, I've always put Menasor and Defensor against each other. Bruticus and Superion are always enemies in my little kid world, so I think they are the two best combiners we've got right now. But yeah, there is Combiner Wars Onslaught, and of course his combined mode Bruticus.